Hey guys, in this video, my friend Richard and I are going to talk a little bit about living in Bohol and Cebu, some of the pros and cons for both. Stick around. Okay everyone, I have Richard back on my channel again. So Richard, thank you. I appreciate you being on the channel again.
You bet. I love it. Thank you.
So today, Richard, I want to talk to you a little bit about living in Bohol, because I think Bohol is actually a quite popular destination for a lot of people who want to go out to Bohol. Now, when you moved out here, you initially landed in Cebu.
Yes.
And then what made you choose Bohol? Why Bohol?
Well, the girl that I met she owned a house in Guindomen, Bohol. And so we went there, and I lived there in her house for 1 year.
Okay.
And then I moved to Onda, Bohol, which is beautiful. I loved Onda.
Yeah.
Beautiful beaches.
That's actually kind of a less of a popular. Most people go to Panglao and Alona Beach, but Onda is more like where the locals go, right?
Not always, but it's. I think their beaches there are very beautiful, and more beautiful than they are in Panglao, in my opinion.
I liked it too when I was there. Yeah. So on the beach, if people do come out to Bohol, they should check that out and not just go to the Panglao and Alona. They should check that out too.
Yeah, I used to eat at this place called the Quinali Beach Bar and Restaurant.
Okay.
It was just kind of a local Filipino food, but I really liked their food there. I usually went there for breakfast quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And what you'd see is all these family get-togethers everywhere. You know, Filipinos, they just love to get together. 30, 40 of them at a time.
Yeah.
Have lots of food, and they always call you over. Come on. So I just loved living there. But I ended up moving to Tagbilaran because I got kind of lonely there. I didn't have a girlfriend, so I was kind of wanting to come.
So when you were together for a year and you lived at her house, so how was it living with her at her house? Was there her family there as well?
Just her auntie.
Okay.
I guess it would be her mother's sister. Was the only one that was there. She's a little bit younger than me, actually. So.
How was the home? Like, I mean, did you have a proper shower and aircon, or you didn't have that stuff?
We had an aircon. She installed aircon for me in the bedroom, and so we just left it on all night long and had a big thick quilt to stay warm. And but my electric bill was about 5,000 pesos a month.
Right.
And so I was just leaving it on all the time. But I didn't have no rent to pay there, so I could afford all the bills. And
so you didn't pay any rent? You just paid the electric?
I paid all the bills and utilities, and I bought a lot of the food. We were always going out eating together. Almost every night in a different resort. Every night.
Yeah.
And there are so many resorts dotting the coast on your way into Onda.
Yeah.
And there's some other floating restaurants outside going toward, let's see, what's that called? I can't think of the city now, but
near Onda.
Yeah, there's so many nice places to eat.
So now in Cebu and Mactan, Newtown, there's a lot of advantages for you. We talked about that in your last video, just being able to get around on your electric scooter now. Or is that what they call it, a scooter, I guess?
Yeah, it's basically just an electric scooter.
But what are some of the things that you miss in Bohol? Anything?
I kind of miss walking over to ICM once in a while, because I used to walk there every day and get breakfast.
ICM is what?
Island City Mall.
Okay, the mall.
Yeah. That's the largest mall there in Tagbilaran.
Yeah.
And I lived about 2, maybe 3 blocks away. It'd take me 5-10 minutes to walk there.
Okay.
So a lot of times I'd go there for coffee every morning.
If somebody was moving out to Bohol, where would you tell them to live?
It depends if you're coming here to meet someone or not. It would be probably much easier to find a place to live in the city.
Right.
I tried to find a house to rent in Onda because I really wanted to stay there, but I never could find a place to rent.
It's hard when you get to some of these smaller Filipino cities. Accommodation is often the problem sometimes.
Yeah, I was living in I don't know what it's called. It was just a short-term rental place, but they gave me a discount for paying by the month. So it was just a small place, had a kitchen, shower, and living room, TV, internet. I was paying $15,000 a month for that.
Now, cost of living, do you think it's quite a difference from Mactan, Newtown to Bohol, but cost of living I would imagine is a bit cheaper in Bohol, huh?
Oh yeah, much cheaper.
As far as rent, what else is cheaper in your opinion? What about food?
Well, the food could be kind of expensive sometimes, and as everything goes up. Can't really think of anything that's more expensive. The rents here are more expensive, that's for sure.
Sure, yeah.
And I haven't been here long enough to see what my electric bill is going to be because I leave the aircon on.
You leave it on 24/7?
No, but when I'm home, I do.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It depends if your condo unit is facing the sun or if it's blocked or.
We get a little sun on the balcony, but it doesn't. We got the curtains drawn, so it doesn't come inside.
Okay.
I usually have it turned down to 25.
That's what I keep mine at, and my bill has 3 electric bills now, and I've been around 3,700 pesos.
Yeah, I remember. You talking about Paul. His electric bills are around about 5,000.
More, about six,
But
twice.
he's more in the sun.
And he keeps his at like 28.
Oh. Well, I hope not to get that.
Yeah.
I just have to wait and see.
For sure. Now, do you miss the one thing here is we do have a beach here, but it's nothing like Onda. It's nothing like Onda or Panglao or anything. Do you miss having more nature close by?
Not really. I actually love it here.
There's a lot of greenery here, right? It's still a lot of greenery.
It's really easy to get around. If you got to go somewhere, I just call. I got a couple of numbers for taxis. I just call. Hey Roland, can you come and pick me up at the hotel? He comes and picks me up and takes me wherever I want to go. Like after this, we're probably going to go shopping at what's that? Save and More. Yeah.
Save More. Yep.
So we're going to go there after this. We got to get some supplies.
Yeah, I think if you shop outside of Mactan, Newtown, you can save money. And same with like the restaurants within Mactan, Newtown. If you eat outside, you're going to save money. But it is very convenient, right, to sometimes grocery shop and eat within Mactan, Newtown.
Yeah. Well, we go to Mactan al fresco almost every night. Eat there. I really like it there, and we go to different places, and they have many stalls there. Once in a while, we'll go to that other place. So what's it called?
The Mercado.
Yeah, Mercado. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great choice.
Yeah,
too.
that's good too. But not really a good place that I could take my scooter or walk. I'd have to pretty much walk and take a taxi. Yeah. Cute kids.
Yeah, Filipino kids are just, they might be the world's cutest kids. I don't know.
I love the kids here.
Yeah. So, how long were you in Bohol?
5 years.
5 years. That's a long time. And during that time, you were in Onda and then also Tagbilaran.
Tagbilaran, yeah.
Tagbilaran, and just those two.
Yeah.
You must have traveled all over the island.
Oh yeah.
Are there any other places that you liked that you could tell people, hey, this is a great place to...
There's a lot of nice places up on the west side that are very nice too. And there's a lot of little towns on your way out to Honda too, like Hogna and stuff. And you go up in the hills, it's pretty nice.
Okay.
So,
what kind of destinations would you tell people to go check out if you're in Bohol?
Honda, definitely.
On the beach. So Is that your favorite destination?
Yeah, it is actually.
So
Love it there.
besides the beach, what else does Onda have? It's a pretty small little town, right? There's not a whole lot there.
No, there's a lot of little places you can go and eat, and sometimes I'll get a trike to take me down the road, and I'll go eat at J&R Residence or Blue Star Dive Resort, which the food is fantastic. Man, it's good. I love it. A little expensive, but it's good.
Bohol is really just known for international tourism. That's where a lot of the international tourists go, to Bohol. And what has it been like since you were there before the pandemic and then during the pandemic, and how has it changed? A lot of places going out of business, or what do you see?
The pandemic actually never really affected me very much. They closed the mall for people 65 and older.
Okay.
And I was 65, but I was able to get in. I didn't have no problem. So
Okay.
they did ask me for ID once, but
That's because you don't look a day over 64, right?
they go, "How old are you?" And I go, 56.
Perfect.
So
But besides that, I mean, did you see a lot of restaurants and resorts and stuff closed down? I mean, what did you notice any differences?
there were a lot of restaurants closed down in Tagbilaran in the south,
Yeah.
but some of my favorite ones, yeah, they were closed. Most of the ones out in Panglao stayed open, but they actually had checkpoints going out there for a while during the pandemic. You couldn't get out there, and people that were out there couldn't leave. And then there were days they could, if you're, they'd restrict you. If you're 65 or older, you couldn't, and under 12 or whatever, you couldn't go anywhere.
Right.
Right now, they're going to have Duterte's, implementing new restrictions all over Bohol. I think it's going to be pretty much the same way if that Delta variant comes out. But
Yeah. Well, now we got the ages 5 to 17 are not allowed out of the house. Period.
yeah,
No, I think that's mostly the Manila and Davao regions.
yeah. I don't want to get into the
But
anti-vaccination stuff, but you did send me a link where you can get vaccinated right across the street, actually.
yes,
And I walked over there and I was inquired about the vaccination, and they asked me, do you have a senior ID card? And I go, no, but I'm a senior citizen. I'm 65 years old. Or actually, I think I'm 66. But
and you got it rather quickly, right? Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, there
right?
was like 4 stations you had to go through where they interviewed you, screened you for this and that. And so, yeah, I was kind of anti-vaccination myself, but I didn't want to get it. But
Sure.
But I realized,
You want to stay here? You want to travel around
if
Asia?
if you want to travel anywhere, you're just going to have it. It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. I know.
So some countries are just not going to be open.
Well, as you know, I've signed up for it as well. I'm waiting for them to email me. I tried yesterday. They said no, I'm too young. But
You could borrow my ID.
I can borrow your ID. Yeah, perfect. So we'll wrap it up here in a minute. But if your decision of where you moved to was determined by a girl, and I think that happens to a lot of foreigners, right? They move to the area in the Philippines because they've been chatting with a girl, or they've met a girl and she's from this place or whatever. If you could do it again and you hadn't met her, is there a location that that you had an interest in going to?
I would come here.
You would have come here.
Yeah, just because of the fact that, there's women everywhere. If you want to meet somebody, it's a candy store.
Would you say it's safe to say that women are the selling point to moving out to the Philippines?
For most men, yes.
I would say it's that, inexpensive living, and English spoken, and they're very friendly, happy, right?
Yeah, when I first moved here, I was kind of worried about you know, because I just been in the Manila area and everybody spoke Tagalog there, but
Right.
here everybody speaks Bisaya, and so I was kind of worried that nobody spoke English here, but everybody
Oh.
speaks English.
Yeah, they do.
I came here and I go, wow, no problem. English is widely spoken, even though they speak Bisaya.
I was going to
themselves.
say the weather, too warm weather, of course, in the tropics is also a selling point. So, what are your top 3 selling points? Obviously, the women. I mean, I think that is. I don't. Even some guys who say it's not. It is. Let's be honest.
That, the cost of living, and just the greatest thing anybody wants in life is to have peace in their life.
Yes.
It is so peaceful here. You know, I just love it. So
That's what I like. It's a slower pace of life, more relaxed. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I have any stress in my life anymore. I really don't. My worst problem in the morning is deciding, do I want Mr. Coffee Bean, Civet, Starbucks, or Tom and Tom's coffee? What do I want to, or should I go swim today, or should I go do this? It's,
actually, swimming sounds like a good idea. I like to do
doesn't it?
I might do that today.
It's a warm day, so. Okay, well, I appreciate you coming back out again on my channel, Richard. This probably won't be the last time. So I appreciate it, Richard, and thank you so much. And guys, if you found this video useful, please consider sharing it. Thank you so much. See you guys next time.
See ya.
Come on, move it on. I said, baby, I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real.